So, recently, there was a change in how levels of coronavirus are traced and reported in this country. This country being the United States of America. They have changed the way that reporting is done. And I think that this is something that's very important to talk about. So the CDC released this big blueprint with their reworking of the framework here. And I want to talk about this graph here because this basically sums up what we're dealing with the CDC in the United States. So, I mean, very clearly, if you look at this, so low, right, moderate, substantial, and then now the low and the new rules, the new thresholds, is now twice as much as substantial in the old threshold. So recently the CDC in this country, the Centers for Disease Control of the United States of America, said that 70% of Americans are, quote, healthy enough to take off their mask. What, like, the CDC at this point is, and I've been saying this, it's been very clear since December, but I have been saying this since probably, May of 2020. But what we are living through in this country and in the world with this pandemic is a purposeful genocide. All the countries in the world basically decided that they don't give a fuck about the most vulnerable populations in this country. Now, again, I want to go back to the 70% of Americans are healthy enough to take a break from wearing masks. How does that make any sense? And you do that at the same time where you change the metrics. Now, again, how many Americans are going to be reading a PowerPoint presentation on cdc.gov versus how many Americans are going to see the map on CNN or MSNBC, right? And now they're using the updated guidelines, but are they going to tell everyone, remind them over and over that they updated the thresholds? No, they're not going to do that. And so, now again, I agree with the idea that we need more gradients. The virus in this country is so out of control that the entire map being red doesn't give us as much information as we would like it. So I understand why they would want to reorganize things. My thing would be to add higher ranks than substantial. That would be my solution. To add more colors, to add more levels of more gradients. There's no reason to make low double what the old high was. It's strange and it's weird. And again, let's go back to the healthy enough thing. Your health is irrelevant on whether or not you will catch coronavirus. Your health is relevant on how coronavirus treats your body. But like the CDC is basically saying, if you're healthy, you should get infected and just roll the dice. I mean, if you're healthy, you'll probably be fine, right? And again, the CDC is ignoring and covering up, frankly, the existence of long COVID, which affects about 1 in 5 COVID-19 patients, right? Healthy or not. And who determines what healthy even is? 88% of Americans in this country have metabolic syndrome, where their metabolism is slower than it should be because of the garbage that they eat. 88% of Americans have a slow metabolism. They are unhealthy by that metric. Their body processes things and fights things slower than it should, meaning a virus will have a higher likelihood of taking hold in your body. So by that metric, like, who determines healthy? And also, do most Americans know what healthy means? Do most Americans even know if they are healthy? A lot of people might think that they're healthy and they're not. A lot of people might not think they're healthy and they might be healthier than other people, right? So again, the vague language here is basically telling immunocompromised people, Go fuck yourself. I hope you die. That's what the CDC has said. To the immunocompromised populations, fuck off and die. Love the CDC. So, this is a problem. So, we need to be talking about how, like, we're fucked. Capitalism has fucked us beyond recognition. Like, have y'all ever seen a Serbian film? Yeah, that's capitalism right there, motherfucker. And we're the ones getting fucked. So I just wanted to talk about that too. And again, COVID is not just an American problem. It's all across the world. And it is very problematic all across the world, especially in Europe, especially in the United States, all over the world, in the global south, which doesn't even have access to vaccines in most of these countries. What are we doing? As a species, what are we doing? We are bombing each other. We are murdering each other. We are poisoning each other. We are sending viruses to each other for no reason. There's no reason for any of this. And it's sickening.